Okay, in this video, we're going to talk about monomials, kind of sloppy, binomials, trinomials, and polynomials. All right, so before we get into it, remember, if you actually are looking for math tutoring, myself and other tutors are on board and ready to help. You just use this link here, calendly.com/mathswaptutoring /tutoring-consultation. You can join my email list so you can stay posted up or aware of what other stuff we have going on. And then finally, don't forget to subscribe to this YouTube channel and like and share this video. All right, so this video is actually going to be pretty short and to the point, not necessarily a lot of computation, well, no computation at all, just definition. But it's good to understand this stuff because sometimes with algebra, it's easy to kind of like say a whole lot of the lingo, the terminology, and not really understand it because it's a lot of it. But anyhow, so a monomial is a single term. And a term, we actually have talked about that in the previous video, so I'll try to link back to that. A term can be a number, a variable, or a combination of numbers and variables. So a monomial specifically is a single term that is the product of a constant and at least one variable with a non-negative integer exponent. Okay, all right. So a monomial is a single term that is specifically the product of a constant and at least one variable that has a non-negative integer exponent. So for example, 5y, that is a monomial. Okay, another one is 4xy. Okay, so if you notice here, it has a constant and then it has two variables. So remember, to meet the definition, you have to have at least one variable, at least. Okay, and the non-negative integer exponent, each of these has an exponent of 1. All right, 26 is an example of a monomial. Now you may say, but there is no variable. But in fact, there is. It's just, for example, let's say that it's x, that'll be x to the 0. Any variable to the 0 power is 1. So when you have a constant by itself, it's still understood to be a monomial because the variable is to the 0 power. Okay. So yeah, so the constant 26 is indeed a monomial. Okay, this is also square root of 2x squared. This is a constant. The square root of 2 is a constant. Okay. Now you might be like, well, but if I put it in my calculator, it's going to be a decimal. And that may be true, but in this form, it's a constant because it's a definite quantity that doesn't change. Okay. Now, when you try to take the square root, because you can't take like a perfect square, you're just gonna get all these decimals and you have to round and whatnot. So you just kind of don't really get like a a definite thing. But in this form, square root of 2 is a constant number. It is what it is. And then you have your non-negative integer exponent with your variable. All right, what about, does that qualify? 4 times y to the 1/2 power? Nope, it doesn't qualify because the exponent is not it's not a non-negative integer. Same thing, so let's go ahead and X that out. And the same thing goes if you were talking about that also is it's a negative integer exponent. So this doesn't qualify either. Okay. All right. So let's go on. And this is going to be pretty easy. A binomial, if you remember how these prefixes and stuff work, bi means two. So all a binomial is two monomials. What about a trinomial? Trinomial is three monomials. What about a polynomial? A polynomial, poly means many. So it can be one or two. It can be, I need to rewrite this, one monomial or two or three monomials added together. Now it can be added or subtracted, but like the definition I got it from it phrased it as algebraically added together. So basically, you're always adding, but sometimes you're adding negative numbers. So that's why we're just saying added. Okay. So that's what a polynomial is. So this is a polynomial. Y squared minus 5y plus 4. Note that this right here, 1, 2, 3 terms or three monomials is also a trinomial. Okay. Negative 5y plus 1 is a binomial and it's a polynomial. Okay. And remember, 3xyz, this is a monomial, but it's also a polynomial. Okay. Now, one more thing I just add quickly is that if you ever ask for the degree of a polynomial, the degree of a polynomial is the highest power of the variable in that polynomial. So for example, if we're talking about this polynomial right here, the highest degree of the variable is 2, okay? Because the variable is y, you have y squared and you have y to the first power, but the highest power is 2, so that's your degree. Okay, like I said, short and sweet. Oh, here, hold on 1 second. Let me note something else while I'm on here too. So basically, since we talked about degree, another thing to note is the degree of a monomial. So if you have a monomial, one term here, the degree actually takes on a slightly different meaning, and it actually is the sum of the exponents of the variables. So it'll be x to the first power, y to the first power, z to the first power, all of those to the first power. So the degree of this monomial will be 3. But that's just something to kind of keep in the back of your mind. I don't note that comes up a lot, but it's worth knowing. All right. Hopefully this helps you to kind of like just know the difference between all these things and just kind of what they are in general. Make sure you subscribe, like, and share this video. Stay tuned because we are doing tutorials these days. I have more time to do them now, so I plan on putting up more. Anyhow, that's pretty much it. Y'all take care.